Hey, welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week. I know that we sure had, and it was very busy, very special. Had some fun stuff going this weekend. Maybe something will come of that, and you'll hear about it a little bit later. But great weekend overall. Glad to be here. Busy week also for all of our clients. So out there taking care of everybody, making sure I can talk to you at the same time. So yeah, full slate of events going on for this weekend. School's out for some of us, so I know for us today was the last day, and we even got to check out a little bit early. So so far the weather looks good. It's supposed to rain, but that's overnight. So we've got some indoor stuff to do, some outdoor stuff. I know our weekend is completely spoken for this weekend. We've got so much going on. But there's lots of stuff out there. So if you're a dance parent, you kind of know what's going on. But then if you're not, then we've got plenty of other stuff to talk about, plenty of other stuff to do. I know the kids, a great way to kick off summer. I know we did. We went by our latest sponsor, Mars Shaved Ice, and actually picked up a sweet little treat on the way. So it was a way to say, hey, the school year's over. We've cleaned out our locker and ready to kick off summer in style. So that took place today, and lots to do, lots going on, and the week's starting to get a little bit freer. So after this weekend, I think next week I just want to take a little break. But yeah, we'll be right here and back at it. So welcome in, everybody. If this is your first time joining the show, then what we do is we go over the events calendar that's out on my website, ShopGadsden.com. So we talk about all the fun stuff that's here in town to do. We have a focus on local businesses. So anything that a local business is putting on, we want to tell you about. They're our favorite. That's what we do is we support local businesses through advertising and a few other services. So obviously we're gonna talk about them first. We're not gonna leave anybody out, but we want to talk about them absolutely first. And so yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Actually, added a bunch today and caught one right at the very end. One that I saw from one of our friends, Smoke Neck Farm and Garden. We're very happy to talk about anything that they've got going on. They have an open house this week, so we're definitely going to talk about that. Just lots to get into. So first, we'll talk about our title sponsor, and then we'll get right into it. But Twin City Used Cars, Bobby and his team down there just do an absolutely fantastic job of getting everybody into the vehicle that they need to be into. Always a great selection there. When I went by this week, they've still got the bouncy castles up. So now that summer's over, or summer's not over, summer's just kicking off. Sorry, long week. Now that summer is kicking off, then you can go by and anytime that you need to shop, the bouncy castles were still up last that I saw. So go by see Bobby and his team. They have a stated goal of 100% credit approval. So their goal is to get you in a nicer vehicle than what you're driving now, a more reliable vehicle than what you're driving now. And Bobby's got deep contacts in the industry. So if you don't see something that you like on the lot, talk to them. Talk to one of the sales staff, and they will go out of their way to make sure that you get the vehicle that you need. They will be able to find something, pull something from somewhere, and get it to you and get you in it. So we're thankful for Bobby and all the community involvement that Bobby does. We're happy to have them on as title sponsors, and great to see the good things that they're doing out there for the community. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this week's events. And let me make sure that I hit the right button there. And there we go. And yeah, now you can see me. All right, so each week, this is my website, ShopGadsden.com. And this is the best place to see any kind of updates. We also put the events that we talk about every Friday up here at the top. And then we have a feed also talking about things from local businesses. So later updates that they've posted, you can see when a new business has joined the website. All kinds of great stuff, a wealth of information out there. We've got the search box right at the top, so whatever you're looking for, even if you don't know the address or you don't know the name of it, you can start typing and then the name comes up and it clicks on it super quick. So very handy feature to have. That way you can go out there and find all the different things that we've got. We also have category searches. So if you want to look at restaurants, then you can go to our restaurant list, and then we've got everything broken down by category. So what type of restaurants that you're looking for. And we also have a handy feature. It works a little bit different when you're out on, it looks a little bit different when you're out on the mobile version. But here we've also got restaurant menus. So when you click on the logo of any of our restaurant menus listed, then you can actually look at the menu that's out there. We try to keep those regularly updated. If a new restaurant opens, then we definitely want to know about it. And we've got things out there for you to be able to take a look at. That's from one of our favorites, Villa Fiesta. We ate there for lunch this week. Always a great time eating there. We're happy to take care of Paula and the whole family down there. So they're like family to us. They've kind of watched us grow up. We've watched them grow up. So definitely go give them a eat this week. So what we do is click on the events there under the menu, and then we can talk about all the fun stuff that's coming up under here. We've got the Rainbow City Community Market that happens every Friday morning there on the lawn at the Rainbow City Hall. If it does rain, I saw this, I believe it was last week, where they had to move it inside, but they still have the market inside or outside. So definitely go check that out. Best connection to a lot of our local vendors, farmers, because farmers are important. So we definitely want to talk about the things that they are doing out there, and go get some food there. That's great. Knowing where your food comes from, knowing that it was grown locally, those are all important things to us and to everybody as well. We've got the Friday Night Follies coming up. This is at Wills Creek Vineyards and Winery. So this is starting May 2nd, excluding May 9th. Last weekend was Mother's Day. And happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Wills Creek Winery puts on some great events. And so they've got their Sunday brunch. They have a monthly winemaking class. And they also have the Friday evening Follies. So they've got a special menu usually for that. They do ask that you call ahead for any kind of reservations. Let them know that you're coming. But that is going on tonight, kicking off at 6 o'clock. Should have good weather this evening to go enjoy that beautiful view out there, as you can see in the poster. We've got concerts at Tillison Bend Campground. So what we saw, what's happening tonight is actually bingo night. And then tomorrow night, they're having live music. And I saw the name of the band, but I'm terrible and forgot what it was. I'm sorry. But they are going to have live music tomorrow night. It's bingo night tonight. That's at Tillison Bend Campground. If you haven't been out there, super nice campground out in Tillison Bend when they've got another event coming up on the calendar as well. Bingo night at Picnic Restaurant going on tonight, and that kicks off at 7. So that is down at River Rocks Landing. Perfect place to go enjoy a little bit of bingo tonight. Try some of their fries. They also have recently added adult beverages to their menu. So you can enjoy something tasty to eat and cool to drink if you get the drift. That's going on tonight. That is at River Rocks Landing Campground, which is kind of under the 759 bridge. You don't have to get into the campground to get to the restaurant. You can walk the little gravel path next to it and go enjoy some good food. An event, this is for the ladies above 21. This is Magic Hunks going on at Jasmine's Grill and Cantina. Look, we've got the buy tickets link there for you, so if hunks are your thing. Then we've got the full cast of characters. Let's see who we've got in here. We've got our construction worker. We've got our policeman, military. Got our biker guy, Spartans. Got a little something for everybody. Got our cowboy. Looks like a fireman in the background. She always puts on a great event. We're happy to have Jasmine telling us about the events that she does, and we're happy to put those out there for her. But that is kicking off a little bit later tonight, so 8 p.m. And I know it put 10:30, but I imagine that's going to go quite a bit later than 10:30. But if you want some entertainment of that variety, that tonight's a great place to go check that out. Tomorrow we've got the Sweet Southern Sass Beauty Pageant going on. That is at the venue taking place. I have not seen any updated information from them, so that's pretty much all that I know about it. Tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4, we've got Altoona Day taking place out at the western part of the county, letting them have a little bit of street festival. So Altoona Day is taking place, and we've got, look at a list of vendors that we've got for them. Let's see, one of them that I saw, Revelation Pest Control, we're friends with them. That's good to see them out there. Frio's Gadsden, definitely go by and get a pop. Get you some Chick-fil-A. We've also got the Chill Spot. Glad to see them participating in that event. From downtown Etowah, they're coming out there. I saw somebody else that I thought I know. Donut Envy, great food truck if you haven't checked them out as well. That is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow. And also of note, 100% of the vendor fee will go to Blake's Brigade Starlight Shop to supply local families with gifts at Christmas. So this is an event that has a heart, and all the donations will go to support that organization. Parkapalooza going on here in downtown Gadsden. Well, I say downtown, Marana Park. It's close enough to downtown. So they're going to have inflatables, face painting, balloon animals, free food, and giveaways. That is tomorrow from 10 to 2 at Marana Park there in Gadsden. Also going on tomorrow, we've got Marie Antoinette. So this is what our weekend consists of. Downtown Dance Conservatory has 3 showings. So they've got 2 tomorrow and 1 on Sunday afternoon matinee. So there's a lot of hairdo and makeup in our future. And those 3 shows are taking place this weekend. Dress rehearsals tonight. So if you're a fellow DDC parent, then we'll see you there. But that's kicking off. Lindsay and her staff do an amazing job of putting these shows together. I can't even begin to think about what it takes to put that together. But anytime that you put something together that gets on stage and that's of the quality that they offer there, we just can't say enough about it. So we're very thankful for all the hard work that goes into it. A year in the making. It really takes a full year to get all of these things put together. So great job, everybody, of putting that together. This event we didn't get on the calendar just quite in time. And I just got it on as we went to air, so I didn't even get a chance to put it into the description. So I'm going to go ahead and tag them while we're here, too. They have an open house going on, and so something a lot of the vendors we're friends with. The Chill Spot, Three Crow Coffee, one of our favorites also. And then we've got Brown Hat Bakery is going to make an appearance there, so... Todd, if you haven't had any of his stuff, oh my goodness, you've got to. We actually filmed an episode of our show with him a week. Feels like a week or 2 ago. It was about a year ago that we sat down and talked with Todd. And just artisanal bakery that we've got here in Gadsden, and it's absolutely wonderful. So anytime that you get a chance to go talk to him, always recommend going and seeing them. But that's Smoke Neck. So go down there and make a purchase. You can get Angry Rabbit hot sauce there. That's where we get ours. They've also got Bolt Coffee on the shelf, all the Amish foods and cheeses that you want to see, all that good stuff. Then, hey, speaking of Angry Rabbit, they're on with us. So, hey, thanks for watching. We're kind of talking about you there. So, yeah, it's too far away, or I'd go grab my bottle of Serrano hot sauce, the Serrano garlic. It is my favorite. They have premiered today, I believe it is, a new product. So they've got their own locally made hot honey, and great to have that. Great to have another local product. You can find it on the store shelves at Smoke Neck Farm and Garden. You can also find it directly through Angry Rabbit's website, and they'll send it right to the house. But we'd prefer you go see Smoke Neck, especially at their open house this Sunday. Go enjoy them, and yeah, we'll see what's up. Yep. So definitely go. Okay, that didn't turn out like I wanted it to. Nope. Sorry, trying not to ban you. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Anyway, yes, we got the hot honey that just premiered today, and Smoke Neck's place to go see it. You got all kinds of great stuff, local products on the shelf. Their corn, oh my gosh, their fried corn is amazing. So some hot honey and some corn would go amazingly together. Oh yeah, George is definitely the man. We've seen them a little bit here, a lot more here recently, helping them out with some stuff. So, yeah, go check that out. That is Sunday, May 18th, and I'll tell you where they're located. They're kind of next to the Jacks in Southside. So, great place to go check them out. And if you pass, well, yeah, I wouldn't say if you pass the Jacks, but they're right next to the Jacks. So they're past the red light in Southside. That's how you get to Smoke Neck, right there on the right. Also got fireworks coming up here pretty soon. Smoke Neck's definitely the place that you want to go get those. Definitely go check them out. So that gets us through the weekend. So what we're going to do is take a brief moment and go ahead and thank our sponsor. Oh, before we do that, shout out the Strickland and the Propane Boys watching. Great little local band, and they play here often. I try to cover their shows when they do at the Downtown Chief, but they've played at a few other places around town. But thanks for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. So what we'll do is we'll take a brief moment and thank all of our sponsors, and then we'll get right back into the rest of the week's events. All right, and we are back at it. All right, so getting on into Monday. So we've got bingo night at AJ's Neighborhood Bar and Grill. We stopped by there and saw some old friends there this week. Um, their menu's changing up a little bit, so I know they're going to add a few items here coming up pretty soon. So definitely go check that out. They've always got a DJ going. They got pool tables in the back. Great little place to go check out there in Southside. Tuesday we have Run for the Wall, and so this event kind of caught my eye. And what this is a Run for the Wall is an organization, it's a cross-country motorcycle ride to honor veterans. So what they do is they ride all the way from, let's see, I believe the Santa Monica Pier, if I'm not mistaken. Where do they head out? This is just, a section of it is actually coming to Gadsden, so you can go meet the riders, and this is in support of veterans as well. So yeah, here we go. So they run from Ontario, California. Been to the airport there once. So it starts in Ontario, California, and 10 days later ends at the Vietnam Memorial Wall in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. So then from that, they're going to do what they call the wall-to-wall and go to the Middle East Conflicts Wall in Marseille, Illinois. So a section of that ride, one of the southern leg is actually going to come right here through Gadsden on their way to Chattanooga. And so what this does is, let's see, active ridership, you'll find active duty military, patriots, supporters, friends, and family. So this is to raise awareness of those still missing, prisoners of war, and missing in action. That is who this is in recognition of. So they've got their schedule, and it's a really tight window. So they get here, let's see, 1:17 p.m. They'll arrive for a fuel stop there, and then at 2:12 they're going to depart for Chattanooga. So this is Run for the Wall in support of veterans. We do have a buy ticket link because I believe you could support the organization or make a donation if you so choose to. Glad to have them on. Let's see. Spartan Wrestling. I know we saw Joe Crow post a little bit here lately, but we've got the Academy Showdown coming this Tuesday. And so every Tuesday, the Spartan Wrestling's more than just I believe they do it every other Saturday night. But every Tuesday night, then what they do is they give the guys coming up through Spartan Academy a chance to do their showdown. And so you can see the up-and-coming stars in professional wrestling right there at Spartan Arena. So they have both the show and the school that is there. So they've got Spartan Academy is going to do their show this coming Tuesday. That's at the mall, Gadsden Mall, around the back side of it. And great to have them there. So, yeah, go check them out. If you haven't been to a Spartan Academy show, you really owe, or it's not Spartan Academy. Well, it's Spartan Academy too, but Spartan Wrestling in general, they put on an amazing show. So lots of great action there. Kid-friendly, sensory-friendly, so that makes sense. Make sure to do that for all ages. My kid enjoys it, so we'll definitely be back the next time that they're having a Saturday night show. Definitely go check that out. Let's see. Also on Tuesday, we've got open mic night at Atomic Johnny's. We've got an open mic night at Blackstone Pub and Eatery there on Wednesday. Kicking off Friday, so getting into next weekend, we've got a few great events coming up. We've got the Foodees Food Truck and Culture Festival, and so that is coming up May 23rd through the 25th there at the Gadsden Mall. And that's kind of a food truck roundup, but also they're going to have some craft vendors there as well. They are going to have some inflatables, and you buy a $20 day pass, and they'll get you through the entire day. But that is the Foodees Food and Culture Festival coming up next weekend, and great to see that there at the mall. Also coming up Saturday, we've got Cruising for a Cure, and so this is in support of 2 kids in the Southside community that have been diagnosed with brain cancer and ALL leukemia. So this is sponsored by Horton Bend Baptist Church and the city of Southside. They're going to have lots of stuff going on. They've got Top Pick Awards. It's a car show, guys, so definitely something that you want to check out. 100% of show proceeds will benefit the patients and their families. So having a close personal friend of ours go through something like this, we kind of understand. So they really need all the help that they can get. And so when a community rallies around a family that's experiencing something like this, then I know that just warms their heart. So that is Cruising for a Cure next Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Go check that out there in the city of Southside. Also Saturday coming up, we've got Grip Autocross Season 4. Happy to have them doing their show out there. So let's see. Let's cross-reference that. Yep, May 24th, rather. That is a points race, point 3. I know that link there says buy tickets. That is actually to register for one of the events. We try to keep that link updated, and Wes and Will and the guys just put on an amazing show out there. It's one of the things that when you see it and it looks great and it sounds like fun, then you can actually participate in one of these events. So we're happy to have them on as sponsors, actually, and cross-promote each other. They just do a wonderful job. They've put a lot of effort into what they do, being safety, having top-notch personnel working the track, and putting on something that's fun and unique here in this community. So we're happy to support them any way that we can. We've got the Show Me Reptile Show. This is coming up also next weekend at the venue. So we've got May 25th is that date, 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And, we need to fix that, but it's got a few details in there. So if you purchase a VIP ticket, you've got a 9 a.m. entry. General admission will be let in at 10 o'clock. And let's see, the Weekend Warrior Pass, $20 for 2-day shows only. Otherwise, it is $10 there at the door. So definitely go check that out if you want to see some reptiles. I'm not sure if they're going to have, if that's a hands-on exhibit or if it's just kind of a look but don't touch kind of thing. Yeah. All right, so we've got the second annual Crawfish Festival. Also, this is taking place. That's an interesting address. So that is at the end of Alfred's Bend Road where the Hokes Bluff Ferry used to be. So down at Ferry Park, they're going to have a lot of crawfish and live music. Crawfish cook-off there at Hokes Bluff Ferry Park. It's a chance to show the world and enter your team now. So we're going to have trophies, local gift cards, and the insanely popular Swamp Bucket. I was an adult before I tried crawfish, and I don't know where it had been all of my life. Oh, my goodness, it's amazing. So I'm now a huge fan of crawfish. This is still kind of the season. It's a little late in the season, but I believe you can still get them live from the state of Louisiana. That is the second annual Crawfish Festival going on at Ferry Park at Hokes Bluff next weekend. Also next weekend, we've got a game day live cruise in, and that's happening 2 till 5, so you can actually make the one in Southside, and then just bring the cars on up to game day live there. And so this is open to all rides and age groups, whether you drive a Maserati or a Pinto, they want you there. That's going on next Saturday. And we'll talk about these a little bit more next weekend as well. The last event that we're going to talk about is the Ladies Bingo Night going on at Cotton Bell in the Cupboard and Wills Creek Clothing there in downtown Etowah. So this, wanted to get it out there so that way you're aware of it and you can see what's going on. We've got also a purchase ticket link there. And you can purchase those. Grand prize winner will receive $500. So that's pretty neat. Again, that is going on there in downtown Etowah next Saturday evening. So one for the ladies to go see. All right. So one of these days I will hit the correct buttons, and that way you don't see that background anymore. Now that we've gotten the studio in all of its glory, we kind of don't need the background anymore. But one day we'll get that fixed. But today ain't that day. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for commenting and participating in the show. We love it when that happens. We're thankful to see everybody that joins. If you're watching the show a little bit later, then no harm, no foul. We understand. It is a little bit early in the day. Some people are still at work, but we want this out there where it kind of gets the maximum traction. And 4 p.m. kind of works great for us. That's a very good time frame. So thanks everybody that joined today, especially Angry Rabbit and Strickland and the Propane Boys. Thank y'all for joining in today. Glad to have everybody that wants to join. We will talk to you. We will shout you out. But that's all we've got for this weekend. Enjoy your weekend. It's supposed to rain overnight tonight, and then supposed to clear off a little bit tomorrow. So that should help. But hope everybody enjoys the first weekend of summer. If not, I know your first weekend will come up next weekend, and we'll thank those people as well. But appreciate everybody for joining. We will see you next week. Thanks, and have a great evening.